Welcome back everyone to your stimulus check update for today. I do hope your week went well. How's it going? Let me know down below in the comments. But in this video, we have to discuss who and what is causing the delay of your stimulus check if you have not received it yet, more specifically for SSI and SSDI recipients, as well as other federal aid programs, and also a brand new test of universal basic income. This is quite interesting, so stay tuned. We're going to be talking about it all in this video. So let's dive right in, but before we do, as always, make sure that you do go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Smash the like button, I would greatly appreciate that. Just go about YouTube algorithm, it does support me and my channel, and it's free to do so, so if you just go ahead and click that like button. Also, if you haven't already, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Click that big red button, the subscribe button, you can't miss it. Also, click the notification bell as well. That will actually notify you when I do post a brand new video or if I go live, and you'll also be entered to win the next cash giveaway when we do hit 20,000 subscribers, so all the more reason to be a subscriber. Make sure you do those few things for me. Let's get started. So let's start with this new iteration of guaranteed monthly money to American citizens, or universal basic income. We've seen this happen. It's been experimented with in other areas of this country, as well as other areas of this entire planet. But more specifically, in the United States, we have seen this try to be played out before. And most recently, we had calls of universal basic income when it came to negotiations and stimulus. Also, most notably, Andrew Yang's candidacy for president of the United States. He was calling for a guaranteed $1,000 a month to all American citizens. So this has been something that's been discussed a long time now. It is not brand new, but this time it is happening again. In this latest pilot program, Oakland, California will be the latest city to attempt to distribute free money to its citizens with no strings attached. Yes, just the other day, the mayor, Libby Schaaf, had announced that the San Francisco Bay Area city will be giving and launching a basic income program that will give $500 monthly payments to 600 low-income families for 18 months. Recipients can spend the stipends however they'd like. Again, there's no strings attached. They can receive this money and spend it in any way, shape, or form. Now, there is one small caveat. We'll be getting to that in just a moment, but the citizens will be selected at random, and they must be low-income earners, which does make up a good portion of the San Francisco Bay Area. These citizens must earn 50% of the city's median income or less. So this means that they have to earn about $59,000 per year for a family of 3. So 50% of that, and at least 300 of these spots are going to be reserved for families who are earning below 138% of the federal poverty level, which is about $30,000 annually for a family of 3. Now, in this specific experiment, there is an interesting caveat, an interesting stipulation here. The people selected as part of this program must be Black, Indigenous, or a person of color. They cannot be white. Yes, you heard that correctly. In this trial that they're doing, you cannot be a white person. You cannot be Caucasian. You must be a person of color in order to participate in this little experiment of universal basic income. This is quite a compelling procedure, to say the least. It has drawn a great amount of scrutiny, and understandably so. Would you actually call it an example of systematic racism? But you can call it reverse racism if you want to call it that. Or do you believe that this is the right way to do it, and this is how the test should be done with people of color? I am curious to hear your thoughts. What are your thoughts on this matter? Let me know down below in the comments if you think this is actually racist, this experiment. Now, $500 a month isn't outrageously substantial for the state of California. However, it would certainly help lower income earners in that area, people that do earn around the poverty level. This will bring them great relief. But it's no secret that this pandemic has shined the light on the possibility of universal basic income. We had so many calls for a guaranteed monthly stimulus check towards the beginning, especially of this pandemic. You had lawmakers proposing outrageous proposals of upwards of $2,000 a month per person in a given household. So this is just the latest example of how this country could potentially be moving closer and closer towards a program like this, maybe just for the lower income earners in this country. Would you be for a nationwide universal basic income guaranteed money to its citizens just for living in the United States of America? Or do you believe that would disincentivize people to work and it could actually hurt employment and our jobs economy? What are your thoughts on this? Let me know down below. So that's something that definitely caught my attention. I felt like sharing it with you guys because we talk about stimulus and everything about it all on this channel. So this is your one-stop shop. But what is actually happening now with the current stimulus check, the latest round of stimulus, the third stimulus check? What is still causing these delays, especially for people that receive federal benefits? who is behind this and who is responsible, who is liable for holding up your stimulus check. So as we've been discussing for about a week now, 30 million Americans, these are some of the most neediest and poorest Americans in this country, have been prevented from receiving their $1,400 stimulus checks. And this money would help them out greatly, but they are not allowed to receive it just yet because the Social Security Administration is standing in the way. After tremendous scrutiny from the American people and lawmakers, more specifically House Democrats, they wrote letters to the SSA and the IRS pressuring them and gave them 24 hours to release this information so that way the SSA could speed up the process and get stimulus checks distributed. Finally, the SSA coughed up the information, sent it to the IRS, and now we are still awaiting a timeline of when those checks could be sent out. Well, for the people that voted for President Trump and absolutely hate President Biden, you'll actually be surprised to hear that the people standing in the way of your stimulus checks are actually people that were appointed by President Trump. The Social Security Administration Commissioner Andrew Saul and his deputy David Black, yes, they were both appointed by former President Trump. So after weeks of accusations of malfeasance and now even calls for them to be fired, the Social Security Administration has finally cleared the way for these stimulus checks to start being sent out, but it's not necessarily 100% President Biden's fault. President Biden hasn't even paid attention to the calls for Saul and Black to be fired, but they do have a long track record of working with any administration, any political party that's in office. Both Saul and Black are serving terms that won't expire until the year of 2025, so they won't be out that soon, but they could still be removed. And you're not hearing these calls just from the American people, but you're also hearing this echoed by Democratic lawmakers themselves. In fact, Senator Sherrod Brown, a Democrat from Ohio, is calling for the resignation of these two gentlemen. He's doing this as his first act as the chair of the Social Security and Pensions Subcommittee, and has since urged President Biden to fire them. President Biden would have the executive authority to do so. He has joined the House Ways and Means Committee Social Security Subcommittee Chairman John Larson, Worker and Family Support Subcommittee Chairman Danny Davis, and Oversight Subcommittee Chairman Bill Pascrell Jr. in demanding Saul's immediate removal. On the campaign trail, President Biden had pledged that he had never and never would vouch for cuts for Social Security, and Democrats have really made expanding Social Security as a main plank of the party's policy platform. But with all that being said, progress is being made, and the IRS does now have the necessary files in hand to start dispersing the stimulus checks. We're still waiting on a hypothetical sequence of events. When can we expect those stimulus checks to start being sent out, and when can we expect Americans to start receiving them? We're still waiting to hear. It's just a matter of time. But more updates are to come. Again, this is your one-stop shop for everything in regards to stimulus, so you can find all information right here on this channel. If you did enjoy this video, as always, make sure that you give it a big thumbs up, smash the like button, I would appreciate that. Also, if you haven't already, do consider becoming a subscriber. Click that big red button as well as the notification bell as well. That will notify you when I do post a brand new video, so you'll be first in line to see it before anyone else gets to it. And if you'd like to get some free stocks, all on me, all free, no questions asked, do use my links down below in the description. When you sign with Robinhood and or Webull, you'll actually get some free stocks on me just for supporting the channel, and some of these stocks can be valued up to thousands of dollars in some cases. So let me know which stocks you do get. I'm curious to hear, but those links will be down below. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.